In the content innovation strand at IBC this year, we've got a couple of the old faithful sessions around sport and news. We've got a couple of new aged sessions as well, looking at how commissioners and broadcasters are looking at more short form content rather than the traditional long form content. And we're also looking at how YouTube stars and the growth of these multi-channel networks are beginning to have an impact on broadcasting and broadcasters. So in the news session, we're very pleased to have Vice News. They're the big disruptor of broadcast news at the moment. All the broadcasters seem jealous of the access that Vice have out in the field, whether that's in Syria or Africa or all over the place. And we've got the head of Vice News coming to speak to us about that. In the sports area, technology is beginning to change how sports rights are being used. The Premier League in the UK are getting frustrated by people taking Instagram pictures or using newfangled technology like Periscope. Whilst if you're a lower sport, you want social media, you want people talking about it. So there's huge disruption going on as people cover sports online, through YouTube channels, through social media, that's beginning to compete with the big broadcasters who are broadcasting sport every day of the week these days. So those two sessions are quite traditional IBC sessions. We're looking at the disruption of sports and news. The new areas are increasingly broadcasters are looking at how short form content can work in their schedules on their over-the-top services or digital platforms. Obviously, a large group of the younger demographics and increasingly the older demographics are consuming content on YouTube, on other platforms like Facebook. So the broadcasters are going to have to compete with them, and they're beginning to look at how short form content, which is produced by professional producers, can compete with that. Big area of debate: can they do it? Can they make money from it? Or have they lost that audience altogether? Into the final session, which I think is not really a traditional IBC area, but I think interesting for everyone in and around broadcasting. These YouTube stars, these multi-channel networks have grown hugely. We've got people like PewDiePie, who talk about gaming, have tens of millions of subscribers to their YouTube channel. They're not interested in being on television because they've got their own audience and they've become very valuable with it. So we're going to investigate the growth of the multi-channel network, hopefully getting some of the talent who are the creators of that content to come and speak to us as we analyse why they are so effective at building an audience and how they make money. So maybe something for the broadcasters to learn from. Do you want me to say?